quest in Orzammar. We picked up a whole lot of side quests. The first one I can fix has to do with Zerlinda from Dusttown. I'm gonna talk to her dad, make him see reason.
I tried Dwarven Ale once. I thought it was just something they tricked surfacers into drinking, as a joke.
Okay.
What are you looking at, stranger?
I met your daughter.
I have no daughter. Could be you met a castless whore claiming she was once mine.
Time to use persuade skill. If you don't take Zerlinda back, she'll die.
What? You think she'd die just to keep that thing? She knows what she has to do to come home. I never wanted her gone. Just the little cur. Can't she see she'd have a better life if she got rid of it?
He's a baby, not a cur, and she loves him.
Look, just tell her... We never meant to hurt her. It just seemed best that... Oh, just tell her to come home. Her mother and I are waiting for her.
Easy enough with the persuade skill. I wonder if I would have to bribe him if I couldn't persuade him. Maybe I just wouldn't be able to resolve that thing without persuade. I don't know. Alright, so we're going to go back to Zerlinda. Let her know that she gets to live with her parents again. With her baby. Oh, and my idle dwarf is back, so we could get us a pet for Leliana, but I'm not going to give it to her right away.
I got him. He's all squirmy, but he's a big fella.
Very well. Here's 20 silver.
I knew you'd be good on your word. Nice doing business.
Yeah, we're going to save that for later, because I don't want Leliana thinking that I'm in love with her.
You're back. I thought you weren't coming. What did he say?
Your father wants you both to come home.
Both of us? I don't believe he said that. I've never heard him refer to my son as anything but trash. He calls him it. But maybe Mother convinced him. Or you did. Oh, my friend. I cannot thank you enough. If this were a story, my son would grow to manhood and pledge himself as a knight in your service. When he grows up, I will send him to you. I promise.
Sounds like a hook for something there, but I never remember seeing her son at any future point in the story. Alright, so we got that taken care of. I think it's time for us to go... Oh no, we should probably go back into Tapsters again. Because we want to talk to some people in there, find out the lay of the land a little bit more. Orzammar's a strange place if you don't...
Very well.
If you don't get some insight.
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy? And then he practically slapped me. Lord Dennick Helmi, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
So this is one of the reasons that, like, when I first played Orzammar on my first playthrough, I didn't realize that Harrowmont was not a progressive, because this guy backs Harrowmont and is progressive. He wants the castes to be gone. So in response to him, I'll say, a controversial opinion for a dwarf in the assembly.
Very good. I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing, drinking my life away at Tapsters. Or did they leave off at greatest shame to ever fall upon the assembly? I've always liked that one. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the assembly. Orzammar is so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
How does the caste system work anyway?
Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill.
So you get to vote on the next king?
Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
Who are you voting for?
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning.
I should get going.
As you wish.
The thing is, he's not wrong. Harrowmont is more of a nice guy than Balin is. It's just that Harrowmont is interested in upholding tradition, which includes the case, which will destroy Orzammar in the end.
They're everywhere! I can't take it! What? Get away! You'll change like the rest! Monsters hidden in all my friends!
What are you talking about?
They follow you. Once you are in the story, they possess your friends and follow. See? I found copies. All from the same pen, and older than the ones in song. Dormant my arse. Take them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.
Okay, then. That's a new side quest, but it's going to be a while before I can... Yeah, that's another side quest, but I'm not going to fix that anytime soon, I don't think. Let's go to the Diamond Quarter. It's about time. But first, we're going to cross this bridge and get some talk from my homies.
Alistair, what's this?
It's a sock?
It's a filthy sock. How did it find its way to my bedroll?
Maybe it likes you. Socks are sneaky like that. Anyway, it's not mine.
It has your name stitched on it.
Oh, part of Templar training back at the Chantry, the men were always getting their socks mixed up. Anyway, sorry about that. I'll take it from you right now. One of my socks is feeling a little damp anyway. A change would be nice.
You're going to put it on? It's filthy.
And dry. We're not exactly traveling in the lap of luxury here.
What hideous habits you've picked up.
All right, I've got some nugs to give the nug guys. Let's go get those over.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen. I trust Vala, my nug wrangling friend.
Okay. Here we are in the Diamond Quarter. There's lots of fake news around here, so you just gotta watch out.
I shall do it.
From what I've heard of dwarven politics, I'm almost surprised we haven't seen blood running these streets.
News of the hour. Support Lord Balin at your peril. Evidence suggests Lord Balin considering widespread military draft.
There's fake news number one. Let's hear what Balin's fake news guy has to say. Oh, I'm gonna click on this first.
Legion of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Balin's colors. Our prince has Orzammar's deadliest warriors behind him.
I wonder if that's true or not. Well, I'll meet the Legion of the Dead later, so we'll find out. Okay. You gotta come here to the... I don't know what they call it. It's not called the Senate here.
The Assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
The Assembly.
Very well.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the Assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace. Enough. The Assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
Yeah, probably not the best idea to be passing laws when there's no king to help you out.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the assembly of the clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
You don't recognize the Grey Warden?
Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the gate guard. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
A blight is coming.
Troubling, but it will still seem distant compared to the empty throne. The Assembly is blind to all else.
Is there any way I can break this stalemate?
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. Dulin Ferender, Harrowmont's man, can be found at the Harrowmont estate. Vartag Gavorn, Prince Balin's second, is often here in the Assembly. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Okay, so you might think from me saying that I'm going to back Balin that I would come over here and talk to Vartag, but I'm not. Because the first thing that Balin's going to try to get me to do is falsify records, which I'm not going to do. So, luckily there's a way for me to put Balin in without falsifying records, and I'm going to go for that way.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Ferender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
I have a treaty obliging Orzammar to aid against the blight.
That may be, and that is a terrible risk for the surface. But even if the world would end tomorrow, Lord Harrowmont cannot ignore Balin today. He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties.
How can I prove I'm not working for Balin?
That's a generous offer. If you mean it, you might attend the proving today. The Deshers take it very seriously. And unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
So you'd like me to enter the proving in Harrowmont's name?
It would certainly make your loyalties loud and clear. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
I'll enter the proving and see why the others withdrew.
Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the Proving Master and tell him you're entering Lord Harrowmont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Baisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
What I really wish I could do is just like not back anybody, go to the deep roads to do what needs to be done, and then come back with so-and-so should be the king. But I can't do that, so I gotta hang with Harrowmont for now. He's a good guy. It's not like I'm lying by saying that I like him.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories?
Another side quest here.
Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shapered. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Okay. Main thing I wanted to do here was talk this guy into letting them open a chantry.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
How do you know who I am?
The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you.
I would like your permission to open a chantry here.
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city.
I come on behalf of Brother Burkle, a cleric of Redcliffe.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
Let's see. Cunning. The Chantry's charities could greatly aid Orzammar.
What sort of charities do you mean?
The Chantry cares for widows and orphans.
Traditionally, that is their extended family's responsibility, but sometimes people fall through the cracks. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
No, thank you for your time.
I will record this conversation in the memories. I hope I do not come to regret it.
All right, I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.